Welcome to the AP Chem 2022 FRQ video series. Today we'll be solving question 6 of the 2022 AP Chem free response questions released by the College Board. Whenever a question pops up on the screen, please pause the video and read it to yourself. So for part A, we are being asked to determine the optimum wavelength for a colorimetric analysis, and we are given an absorbance versus wavelength graph. For these questions, you need to look at the peak of the graph, which is 525 nanometers. And that is going to be the optimum wavelength. For part B, this is a measurement question, and this is a question where I would anticipate sig figs being an important thing, so you need to pay attention to that. So we've got a stock solution that they are measuring in a graduated cylinder. What volume should the student record? So this is 90 milliliters. This is going to be 90.1, and this is going to be 90.2. So it's going to be 90.2 milliliters. And whenever you are measuring with a graduated cylinder, you want to make sure that you have one more extra decimal place than what the lines are indicating. So this is going by, by 0.1s, so you just want to have one more decimal place than that. So that's why there's the 0. Now the second subpart of this asks the volume of the stock solution that is needed to produce 100 mils of a certain concentration of the permanganate. So for this, we're going to be using our dilution formula, which is V1M1 equals V2 times M2. So this side of the equation is going to be the stock solution, and then this other side of the equation, this is going to be the desired solution. So looking at that, we can see that we don't know what V1 is. That's what we want to find. So I'm going to say V1. We know the molarity of the stock solution. It was given to us right here. And V2 is 100 mils. And M2 is given in the question. So here, all you're going to do is just isolate V1. So you're going to divide by this molarity on both sides. And then when you plug that in the calculator, you get V1 equal to 70 mil. Now, the next part of this question talks about a certain procedure and highlights these steps. So you might be able to recall that this is the procedure for the Beer-Lambert Law lab. This is a lab that you might have done in your AP Chemistry class sometime before the exam. It's a pretty common lab, and here we have data plotted. So for the Beer's Law lab, this is going to be an absorbance versus concentration graph. And then one of the data points is below the line of best fit, as can be seen. And then they're just asking what error could have caused this discrepancy in the data point. And they're asking us to identify the particular step where it went wrong. So something that we need to observe here is our error is one where the data point is below the line of best fit. So because of that, the student probably executed step 3 incorrectly by rinsing with distilled water instead of the standard solution, where some of the distilled water could have been left over in the cuvette and thus decreased the absorbance and got that point below the line of best fit. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching and good luck studying.